Hi explorers, and welcome back to the channel. Forsaken Explorer NZ here, and we're in Queenstown, and we've been touring around looking at stuff, mainly on holiday, filming what we can, and we're staying at a camp here, a dock camp, the Department of Conservation, called the 12 Mile Delta. We've been touring around in the Explorer wagon with our tent up on the roof, and while we were camping here, some of the campers went and found a stone hut that is like an old gold miner's cottage, all built out of stone. While we were camping here and we were resting, we saw a Lord of the Rings tour bus turn up, and we heard the tour guide saying about that a lot of the stuff down there are from the movie, scenes from the movie. We talked to them and got some photos that they have in their little book that they show people with scenes of tours of the movie, and the hut that we're going to look at was actually in the movie, and it's where Frodo put his ring on to disappear from those creatures that were trying to get in, the dark figures. So we are going to go to this, actually also not only a cool abandoned gold miner's hut, but it is also something from the Lord of the Rings movie. So we're going to go there and check it out. That's going to be awesome. But before we do, we're going to show you the scenery of what we have directly this way that you can't see, of what we can see from our camp setup. So cheers explorers. So explorers, look at this amazing scenery. It's a bit misty out there, but straight ahead of me over there is remarkable, and we've got the lake here. Now I'm not sure if the lake is named Queenstown Lake or another lake, I'm not sure. I've only been here once before, about 15 plus years ago. Exactly, right at the back. If we look over this way, we can see Mad Props enjoying his morning cup of coffee. And yes, we're quite comfortable in our Explorer wagon, up on the tent, in our rooftop tent. It is quite amazing. It is a queen size bed. So, but Mad Props is in his tent, of course. But yes, this is the track here that we'll be going on a walk on to Bob's Cove. Now Bob's Cove, there is some stone huts that from the gold mining days that are abandoned. They were also used in Lord of the Rings. So we'll go down this track very soon, right after I've had my morning coffee and my breakfast, which will be in about 5 seconds for you guys, and we'll get down there. So cheers explorers. We've got a chopper up there, guys. Some of the tours, Lord of the Rings tours. Now we're going to go off on our walk after we've been fed. Bob's Cove track. It's meant to be a 1 to 2 hour walk, so I guess it depends on how fast you walk. I walk pretty fast, so I reckon we'll be there in about 25 minutes. No, well, maybe not that fast, but we're going to get there pretty quick. beautiful waterfall here, explorers. Way up there, beautiful waterfall. We'll carry on a little bit more this way, and then we'll come back to the video soon. But I'm going to eat our whole video on the beautiful walk before we even get to this hut that we're going to go to. Actually, there's a few scenes that they had places set up for staging the Lord of the Rings scenes, and we saw them do tours. They said there's a place just over the bridge and you veer off it on a track to the left. I believe that this is the site here where they did some filming of Lord of the Rings around in this area. And if we follow this track here, this will be formed from the pathway. Now I believe there's a scene right here where they had a set for Lord of the Rings. Well, Explorer, so this is the area that set a fake fireplace up here of where Sam and Frodo set up a little fire pit and made camp and had a fire. And I got one of the photos from the Lord of the Ring tour guides who tells me that it was here they set it up, their campfire. This tree's grown in that time, but when you look at the landscape here of this mountain and hills, I've got a very bad photo we'll show you of what that looks like. I was able to do a bit of hunting online and find a much clearer photo of the same image. Found another fire pit here, but we're pretty sure the first one we found is part of it, but this could be even from the movie scene. They did lots of scenes in the area where we are, and public walkway through here, but they also do tours as well. Rightio, explorers, our campsite, I can see it clearly without with my own eyes. It's just in this area here. We have the Queenstown Lake, and we've walked so far around this area here, around the rim there, crossed over a bridge in this area, along down here, and then we've done a big S-bend around lots of hills, and then come up this way. And now we're going to continue this way and get to lots of gold mining ruins from really back in the day. And I've only sort of found out this by other campers that had a look. So at this stage, I don't know a lot of history on it, and also completely out of cell phone coverage. So I'll be researching that later when I edit the video and give you as much information as we can. What have we got here? Bit of pest control stuff here. Or it could be to feed an animal up in the tree, because there's a number on the tree. But they look after the native wildlife around here too. Ooh, we're getting pretty steep now. I won't look at the definition of the camera, but we're going up real steep. And we have here little handrail because it's that steep. Looks like in the snow to frost, they've got some little drainways here. This all gets covered in snow. In the winter, it would be freezing in here. There'd be ice on this track in the winter. Right, explorers, we've got to this part on the walkway. We've got this beautiful view here of the Queenstown Lake. It's absolutely amazing. We'll carry on our walk. Well, explorers, me and Mad Props really enjoying this beautiful scenic view. It's abandoned exploration, but the views are spectacular. I've not really explored this part of the South Island before, and I thought the part of the South Island where I reside was the most beautiful. But I think this might be equally, if not more, beautiful than where I reside. So we'll continue to get to this bandit hut. This is becoming one big epic adventure. We just can't stop seeing awesome stuff to share with you along the way. Well, explorers, on our pathway so far we've found two old gold mining ruins houses made of stone that would be very old. Yet to find the history on it, but I mean they built stone houses like this anywhere from the 17 and 1800s, so not much stone. But there's another stone house over here as well that we'll have a look at. So we'll go right down to the water's edge here, Queenstown Lake, and see what we can find. So it's definitely it's hard to actually picture if it was the ruins of a house, which at this stage is just a stone wall. A bit of steel up in there. You know, as Mad Prop said, a bit of steel up in there. So we'll cruise along the water's edge here. There might have been a bit of a settlement where they got here by boat to do the gold mining. There's another one just over here. Wow, this one has a fireplace in it. Now, I don't believe they're the ones that we were shown on camera by fellow camp mates that we met.
Not the one we're looking for, but...
No, but this is still... If this is here and not the one we're looking for, there's lots. So a little fireplace, this will be the floor here of the old stone house. That's still really cool. Someone back in the day lived here, lit that fire, cooked on that fire, and had this view of these beautiful mountain ranges. Wow, so we'll get back to you again if we find some more, which I guarantee we're going to. Definitely believe it was a house. You can see bits of chimney and bits of the house, and that have all crumbled away. Would have been a little hut for sure. It's just in ruins now. But you've got to expect it to be more than 200 years old.
We now find the ruins from the house that we believe to be used in the Lord of the Rings. Some of the information, I say, is not correct as I researched after. We may have misheard the tour guide when we heard him. He may have actually put the ring on for the second time here, and the inside of the structure may have been used for the smashed and broken tower that he was in when he put the ring on for the second time.
Well, explorers, it looks like we've found another stone house, and I think this is the one. I think it is. So not only is it a ruin from a Lord of the Rings movie, also abandoned from gold mining, but this structure is where Frodo first put the ring on, while hiding in here, in the ruin of an old house. This is that house. And the creatures came in on him, and he was hiding. I think he was sitting in this corner over here, and put the ring on. And then you can see the creatures all going in the sky. And they come down and one of them stabs him. He puts the ring on to hide, and someone looking for him And this is that ruin of house. There would have been a fireplace over here. But not only that, but prior to that movie even existing, this was somebody's home that did gold mining up in the hills here. And there'll be gold mining sites somewhere in the hills. And we've walked probably an hour, as we were told. It might have been less than an hour. We left about 10:30. I would tell you the time, but I've turned my phone off because it's just going flat trying to find reception. That is still pretty cool. Just in case it's not the right house, because the path carries on. We got told at the end of the path there's a Mina's house, and this path keeps going. We'll go a little further. We don't want to end up going on a 2-3 day hike. We left after 10 sometime, just a little bit after. And what's the time now?
Coming up to midday.
So we're already nearly a 2-hour walk. We're told it's 1 hour each way. We have stopped and probably done about half an hour of vlogging and videoing with you viewers. So go a little bit further this way and see if there's anything there. Stunning views along here. We found out that there is more huts, so I'm still a little unsure to which one exactly. It did look a little bit like the one we looked at a moment ago, to the one where Frodo could have been hiding in the corner and put the ring on for the first time.
Second time.
But I'm told that there's another home. It looks like we're just approaching it now. I'm now unsure which one is the correct one. Hopefully we'll be able to 100% work out which one it is in a moment. There is a sign here, so maybe the sign will let us know about it. This looks more accurate, but it doesn't quite look like from the movie. So this was a kiln site here. A limestone kiln site. Right, so I've just been reading the sign. It's basically telling you about from the quarry to here to the kiln to make limestone rocks and bricks and stuff like that. This is the old kiln from the 1800s. You can see there's a kiln oven in there. They don't want people to climb on it and be disrespectful of it, so we're just going to do a walk around of it. You can see there's the kiln in there. They've obviously had to add a lot of reinforcing to hold this here, being that it's historical. It's good that they're preserving it. Oh, nearly had a trip. Bit of loose rock around here. But this is cool. We can actually look down into the kiln oven, and we'll do that exactly. Wow. It's good having an extension handle. You can put it in there without actually climbing it in there. We're holiday season here, so we're full of tourists and holiday makers. Alright, so we'll go up as close as we can, have a quick look in here. That is we would stoke the kiln oven, put a few logs and stuff in there. Just have to show you guys this on the way back. Walking past that ruin of an old house again, that we believe to be the one from the Lord of the Rings. But also prior to that, an old gold mining settlements house. Well, explorers, that's the end of this awesome adventure where we got to walk around the Queenstown Lake and check out an abandoned little homestead that was made out of stone that, you know, would have been from the gold mining times, that was also used in making the first film of the Lord of the Rings. So if you did like this and you thought it was cool, or you're new to the channel, please do remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and to please press that bell notification button and comment down below. And me and Mad Props will catch you guys on the next Explore soon. The Forsaken Explorer, over and out.